Once upon a time, in the city of Aba, there lived three best friends named Oma, Ada, and Tiwa. Oma and Ada both came from very comfortable background, while Tiwa was from a poor background. Oma and Ada's parents were best of friends, so their kids grew up to love each other. They all grew up together and went to the same secondary school. Of course, Tiwa's parents could not afford the secondary school, but luckily for her, she got in through scholarship. She was a brain box that took her academics very seriously. She became friends with Oma and Ada from way back in their JSS1. It all started during break period when Tiwa was passing by the canteen and saw a senior student bullying them. Tiwa hated bullies with passion, so she came closer to where they were and recognized the senior. She said, "Senior Abigail, you better let these two go so that we can let this thing die and end here right now. Because I know where you live. And if I should tell my big brother about this, you know it will not end well for you." Everyone in the community knew Tiwa's brother, Bode. He was one of the most rugged security men in the area who dealt with crime without mercy. And so the senior hissed in annoyance and let Oma and Ada go. After this incident, Oma and Ada could not thank Tiwa enough. They decided to stick together so that no senior would mess around with them anymore. When they graduated secondary school, they were all excited to be entering the same university together as they all passed their entrance exam successfully. Tiwa was one of the best graduating students in her school, so the school sponsored her education throughout the university. The three friends decided to live together in a room so that they would support each other academically and otherwise. On the day they were meant to travel to school, Tiwa's mom packed some foodstuff that she could afford and gave them to Tiwa. She hugged and bade her mom goodbye, while her brother advised her sternly, "Tiwa, this one no be secondary school oh. You gats shine your eyes well oh. Do not get entangled with all these small boys in the university because they have nothing to offer you apart from unwanted pregnancy and heartbreak. Have fun, but apply wisdom. Pray always, but most importantly, always remember where you're coming from and where you're going. Make us proud oh." Tiwa nodded, hugged her brother, and got into the car. It was a long ride to the University of Benin, and by the time they got there, they were all tired and worn out. They proceeded to clean their room and arrange some of their stuff. Their neighbor, a male student who was in his final year in engineering, came to get himself acquainted with his new neighbors and in fact helped them get settled. He equally hooked them up with the best cook in the area, Madam So Nice. A week after they arrived, lectures resumed in earnest. Tiwa and her friends were all in the same faculty, but they were in separate departments. Tiwa chose linguistics as her course of study. Oma chose English and literature, while Ada, the outgoing and the extrovert of the group, chose fine and applied arts. Irrespective of these differences, the three friends would all dress up the same time and go to school together every morning. They literally did everything together. They were inseparable. However, something happened towards the end of their third semester when students were preparing for their exams. One of Tiwa's classmates came over to her room for an all-night study. But something strange happened. After their studies, Tiwa's classmate, Dimma, left quite early in the morning to go get some sleep before getting ready for school. So, when Ada woke up, she noticed that her fancy, expensive AirPods were missing. This was very strange because she was sure of where she dropped them before sleeping. So she resorted to asking her friends if they saw it. Did you see my AirPods, please? I literally keep it the same place every night before I go to sleep, she queried Oma and Tiwa. No, we didn't see it though, the two responded. Well, Tiwa, did your study mate touch it? Ada continued, facing just Tiwa now. I do not think so, Ada, Tiwa said, trying to keep her cool. But come to think of it, how is it that it is the same night she came here to sleep over that it got missing? Please call her and ask her, or give me her number so I can call her. Those AirPods cannot just go like that. Mbano, Ada said, her voice rising as her anger and frustration builds up. Ha! See wahala o. Adobe, are you suggesting that Dimma, my friend, is a thief? Okay. How come she has never stolen anything from me? Tiwa shot back at Ada. With all due respect, Tiwa, you do not have flashy things for her to steal. Okay? What? You did not just insult me, Adobe. Over what? You're not even certain Dimma took the AirPods. Ha! Well, here is a number. Do with it whatever you deem fit. I've had enough of this nonsense. Tiwa responded and stormed off. Despite the slightly heated argument between the two friends, Oma, their third friend, did not see anything until Tiwa left. This makes no sense at all. How is it that it is the same night Tiwa's friend came here that something went missing? Please call her right now. We have to go search her house. Haba, Oma said. And so Ada called Dimma. Hello, Dimma. This is Tiwa's roommate. Please, where is your lodge located? You forgot something here, and Tiwa does not have enough airtime to call you. Hence, the reason I'm using my phone. Oh dear, thank you so much. I stay at Oronside, Dimma replied. The two friends got dressed and zoomed off to catch Dimma red-handed. Knock, knock, knock. They knocked on Dimma's door. As she opened the door, Dimma looked around for her friend Tiwa, but was surprised that she was not with them. Where is Tiwa? She questioned Ada, who pushed her into her room and locked the door. Dimma was shocked. She did not understand what was going on. What's the meaning of this? She managed to ask in confusion. Shh! I ask all the questions, Ada shunned her. Where is it? My AirPods, the one you stole from my room last night, where is it? Ada queried Dimma. With utmost confusion, Dimma replied, Excuse you? What rubbish AirPods are you talking about? And what makes you think I took it? Look, Dimma, I have been keeping those AirPods the same place every night since we moved in. But somehow, magically, I cannot seem to find it again on the same night you came to sleep over. Ada replied, proceeding to searching her bags while Oma searched the wardrobe and every other place. Listen, you guys, you have to believe me. I did not take anything from your room. Tiwa can attest to this. She was up the whole time I was. She only slept off after I had left. Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. Dimma explained with tears almost dripping down her face. This was when Oma signaled Ada as she might be telling the truth. Plus, they couldn't find it with her. So after some deliberations, they left. This very act of Ada and Oma saddened Tiwa greatly. So she distanced herself a bit from their two roommates. Until after a few days, when Ada apologized for her attitude towards the past event, so they moved on. Interestingly, after their long vacation at the beginning of the next semester, Ada's sister Tochi, who had just finished secondary school, came to Ada's school to write her entry exams into the same school. So she squatted with Ada for 2 days. Early in the morning after her exams on the second day, she traveled back to Aba. That same morning, On coming back from her usual morning run, Oma started looking for her purse, which had up to 10,000 naira and had two ATM cards and some other documents in it. She started looking for this purse and she ransacked every corner of the room, but did not find it. No, 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 no. This cannot be. How can the purse I kept right here on this table be missing? Did anybody take my purse from here? She questioned her two roommates, who were very confused as to why that was always happening when someone came to sleep over at their room. No, we didn't take any purse. Have you searched your wardrobe and everywhere else? Ada answered her. Ada, I know I am not careless. If I say I dropped it here, then I dropped it here, period. Oma was getting very frustrated already. But Ada and Tiwa joined in searching regardless. After a futile 10 minutes of searching, Oma said, Ada, I don't mean for history to repeat itself, but please could you call your sister and ask her if she saw or took my purse? Hey, Oma, we've known each other since we were like toddlers. What makes you think my sister took your stuff? Are you calling her a thief? Ada said, almost shouting. Tiwa managed to calm the situation, and at the end, she succeeded in convincing Ada that in order for them to rule out her sister as a possible suspect, then they would have to call her and ask her. However, after all the drama, they were convinced that Ada's sister did not take the purse. The roommates were worried at this point. They knew someone was accurately targeting and strategically robbing them at any given opportunity. So they planned to set up the thief and catch him or her red-handed. After about a week, Oma invited her classmates for a sleepover at her house. But this time, they were very strategic about it. They had planted a camera at some place in their room in order to catch the thief red-handed. They also kept some money in an envelope on top of the table as a trap. Thereafter, in the morning, they woke up to see that the money had gone. Then, they rushed to the camera to see who it was that was stealing from them and causing a havoc between their friendship. To their greatest shock, it was someone they had a lot of respect for. Someone they tagged nice. It was Kastine, their neighbor, who accepted them from day one and even helped them get acquainted with the school environment. Wonder shall never cease. Ha! We should head over to his house right now and beat the hell out of him, Ada said. Nah, that would be dumb. Here's what we are going to do. We would head over to the estate security and report our case. At least we have enough evidence, Abi. Tiwa chipped in. They all agreed to head over to the security to report their case. After reporting, the security men made a plan with the girls to embarrass Kastine and catch him live. So they set another trap for the poor boy, which he happily and readily fell for. On the D-Day, while Kastine was trying to open their window and check for things to steal as per usual, the girls started screaming, "Thief! Thief! Oh! Catch him! Only!" Everybody in the lodge came out and started throwing stones at Kastine, calling him a thief. Luckily for him, the security men hung around and so came in to save the day. If not for them, the students might have beaten Kastine to stupor. The security men arrested him and took him straight to his room so as to gather the stolen items. Kastine had been stealing from other students as well, so he had a lot of gathered property. The security men packed everything and told everybody that had a missing item to come to the office for claiming. They also alerted the school officials who, after some investigations, denounced Kastine's admission and left him without a certificate, saying the reputable university could not afford to have him as their graduate. Kastine was arrested and dealt with accordingly, and his story served as a serious lesson to all the thieves and aspiring thieves in the school. Every day is for the thief, but one day is for the owner. Moral lessons. The moral lesson of this story is quite straightforward. Firstly, do not be quick to judge and point fingers until you are certain. And secondly, do not take what does not belong to you. It is a sin to both God and man. If you watched to the end of this story, that means you really enjoyed it. So please kindly subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Comment your thoughts below as well. I love to read from you. Until next time, my friends. Bye.